we have some inference rule of functional dependency. So about those rules, we'll see. First three rule of the functional dependency is called Armstrong inference rule. What is called? Armstrong inference rule. Given a set of functional dependency, we can infer additional functional dependency that hold whenever the functional dependency in F hold. What it is saying that if the functional dependency is given to you, then with the help of these rules, these inference rules, we can find out some more functional dependencies by applying the rule. Okay? And it will help us to explore some more insight related to the table or related to the relation. So if you have functional dependency given, like in this example, these functional dependency are given. If I'll apply the rule, these inference rule of functional dependency in these functional dependency, we can determine some more functional dependency. If we can determine some more functional dependency, we can explore some more insight of the table. So that's why we are going to learn inference rule. So there is a first three rule, which is called Armstrong inference rule. It is also called Armstrong axioms. These rules A1, A2, A3 form a sound and complete set of inference rules. There are some additional rules also, but we can say these are the sound and complete inference rule. Let's talk about the first rule, that is called reflexive rule. Reflexive says that if y is a subset of x, then we can say x determine y. If we have a relation like this, if y is a subset of x, then we can say x determine y. So we have just seen that if x determine y and this particular condition hold, then this is called trivial functional dependency, right? It is a reverse of it. So if we have y, which is a subset of x, then we can say x determine y. That is called reflexive rule. The second rule is called augmentation rule. Augmentation means we can add. If x determine y holds, if we have x determine y already as a functional dependency, then it will add the attribute left hand side part and the attribute in right hand side part. Then this particular functional dependency will be our new functional dependency. If x determine y holds, so we can add xz determines yz. Here xz stand for x union b, right? X is one attribute set and z is another attribute set. We can make a union of it. Then the third Armstrong inference rule is called transitive rule. What is it? If x determines y and y determines z, then x determines z. It is just like transitive, means x is a friend of y and y is a friend of z, so x is a friend of z in that way. So if x determines y and y determines z, so we can say x determines z. Getting it? That is called transitive rule. So first rule is reflexive rule. Second is the augmentation rule. And the third rule is transitive rule. Reflexive rule, if y determines, y is a subset of x, then we can say x determines y. Second augmentation rule, if x determines y holds, then we can add x, any attribute here and any attribute here in the left hand side and right hand side part. Transitive says that if we have two functional dependency rule in this way, where x determines y and y determines z, so we can say x determines z. So these are the three rule which is called Armstrong inference rule. We have some additional rules also. In the additional rule, we have again three rules which are called decomposition rule. The first rule is decomposition rule. If we have these functional dependency hold where x determines y, z, so can we say x determines y and x determines z? Yes, with the help of decomposition. Decomposition means we'll just divide or we just split, right? So the decomposition, we can use the decomposition rule where we can say X determine Y and X determine Z. So with the one functional dependency, we can make two functional dependency here. Then there is a union rule. If we have two functional dependency, we can unite. It is just a reverse of decomposition. If X determine Y and Y determines Z, we can write X determine Y, Z. Then we have pseudo-transitive inference rule. In the pseudo-transitive inference rule, if X determine Y in functional dependency and WY determines Z is functional dependency, means if we have these two functional dependency where you can see closely X determine Y and WY determines Z. So with this Y could be changed to X. This Y could be changed to X. So we have X, WX determines Z. WX determines Z. So we have a new functional dependency with these two functional dependency. That is called pseudo-transitive rules. Getting it? If we have these type of functional dependency available, we can make this functional dependency. If we have these two functional dependency, we can make this functional dependency. If you have only this functional dependency, you can make two functional dependency. So these, with the help of these inference rule, we can have some more functional dependencies available in our relation.